While I was hiking up a mountain, I saw a shepherd, and I asked him, how far up are we? And his answer was, Duet Night Abyss. That's how I realized I already knew the answer. We were at the peak. We finally reached an anime live service game in the year 2025 that does not have gacha for power, does not have a stamina system, does not aggressively time gate you, and has plenty of online play and customizations for you to enjoy. This is Duet Night Abyss, and this version of the game is significantly better than what they had in the previous betas. Already off the bat, I don't know if you guys can really tell, but everything just seems so much cleaner. Like the character models look significantly better, significantly more clean. You can play as the MC now. There are cosmetics where you dress up your character in different ways. Right now they have like a little Santa outfit. Wow, very cool. Yeah, and this works on like every character. There are so many things to discuss, guys. This game changed so much, and I can't wait to tell you about it. First off though, I want to give a shout out to Duet Night Abyss for sponsoring this video and allowing me to play this game and show it to you guys in the capacity that I'm going to be doing today. Because they allowed me to play early, I get to show you some updates to the graphical fidelity of the game. I get to show you how to get characters, how long it'll take. I want to show you all of the crafting systems, the weapons, the enhancement systems, the progression of your character, and even the social hubs of the world. That's right, guys. They have made it so that you can see other players in your world if you toggle a setting on in your options. And that is so cool to me. I love seeing other people play the game. It also gives you a reason to put on some cool looking gear and some cool looking cosmetics. But before we do any of that, I need to show you guys the important stuff. Now, if you guys didn't know, this game initially was a gacha game where you would gacha for power. Now, this game does have a gacha in it, but there is no power tied to it at all. I'm gonna go show you this right quick. This is all cosmetic items. Everything in here is strictly cosmetic. This is a whole character skin you can get at the top. Everything else is accessories that you can equip to your character. And the same thing with the standard banner. This is going to have other outfits, other weapon skins, and other accessories, cosmetics, and things like that. It goes really well with the graphical improvements on characters because you can already tell they look so much cleaner, so much more defined. You go to cosmetics and you're like, hey, I got some really cute cat ears. I'm gonna put them on Berenica because that is the most based thing you can do in this game, right? And you can go through all of these cosmetic options and just equip them to your character. We can give her this little ribbon if we want to. It's great. But there's also just like cosmetic skins and things like that. And let me show you one on a weapon real quick. This one's pretty dope. We go down here, go to cosmetics, click on the weapon, go to this saber thing called Tough Love. We can equip it and we can actually color it. So you can be a Jedi if you want to. You can be a Sith Lord. You know, you can do whatever you want with it, right? You can be Samuel L. Jackson. This is great. I love this so much. And maybe you guys can't tell. I can just give you my word as someone who's played in the betas previously. This game just looks a lot better. And the combat and the numbers and everything also look better. Still, you can't really tell what's happening because you're doing so much damage to so many enemies at a time, but it's kind of like a power fantasy, so I don't really care. I just think the numbers look a lot better. The screen's all cleaned up. Everything just looks really good in comparison to what it did before. Duet Night Abyss also announced they're going to be doing sort of a graphical overhaul in one of the first updates to the game too. So if you don't like the way this looks now, well, it's going to look a lot better. And if you do like the way it looks now, it's still going to look a lot better. So things are all coming together really quickly. But yeah, I just really like what they did with the characters and the lighting and everything. I think they've all really come together much better. And your ability to dye outfits, put on cosmetics and things like that is just so great, especially when you're going to be able to see people in the world. I love it. But I don't think you guys care that much about the graphic stuff. I think you guys really want to know more about the changes that they've made to the game's progression system, right? A lot of us have been craving a game that is not a power gacha or not a character gacha where you can just go farm all of the characters, all of the weapons, etc. And you can do that in this game. I'm going to show you exactly how, but I will have a more detailed video on it later. I'll just give you the basic rundown for now. If we come over to this counter and talk to Snow, we have commissions. Now, don't be scared. These are not all daily quests. The word commission has been ruined to people whose first game was a particular gacha game, right? This is just missions. That's all these are. They're just missions. And there is a daily login thing, but you're not really required to do it. It just gives you some extra items. So if you do play daily, you'll get some benefits. I will show you what those are in just a second because they are important. But basically, if we go over to commissions, go to covert commissions, you can choose character, weapon, or demon wedge commissions. Now, these are all things that you can farm and craft in the game that will help you with your character's progression, unlocking characters, unlocking weapons, and unlocking enhancements. Now, these are the different mission types. I'm going to go ahead and go over to a character mission type. Go over here to expulsion. You can add other players to your party. If you have friends on your list, you can actually play with other people. And the way this works is you get a secret letter for a character. Now, the secret letter will have different drop pools. You will have a % chance to get any one of these drop pools, and these are character shards for this character right here. I have 3 of the secret letters that will allow me to get these drops, and I have about a 10% chance to get the 10 shards, a slightly higher chance to get the 2 shards, and then the highest chance to get one of the lower tier rewards. Now, because I haven't gotten to test co-op, I'm not sure how this interacts in co-op, but I do know that in single player, if you choose to go with this, this is how you get character shards. Now, how many shards did it take to craft the character? If we go down here, you can see it costs 30 shards to be able to create a character here, to unlock them. They will all show as locked on the left side of your screen until you have the ability to unlock them. Once you have 30 shards, you can hit reminisce, and then you can actually play as this character. Now, every character will have its own unique kit that will allow you to do different things, so you can choose what kind of characters you think you will like the playstyle of, unlock that character, and then from there, that's where the game truly begins. Because beyond just unlocking the character, there are so many progression systems, and I can't wait to show you those. But I do want to give you guys just a heads up on roughly what the progression grind looks like to get the characters themselves, because it is 30 shards, and the rarest drop will give you 10 shards. So technically, you get super lucky, you can get it done in 3 runs. But most people are not going to get it done in 3 runs, right? Most people are going to take a few more than this. So the more important thing is, how do you get these secret letters? Because I only have 3 of these, which means I have 3 chances at this character. Well, there are multiple ways to get secret letters in this, one of which is by doing commissions, and as you can see, you'll get a bunch of drops at the end of every single one. The rewards that they show you are just the guaranteed rewards. What is not shown to you is all of these other rewards that you get for defeating other monsters, creatures, and things of the like, and the secret letter clues that you can get as a drop. So even though it won't show the secret letters as a reward that you can get from doing commissions, you can always get them. So that's one of the ways to go in. You don't even have to use a secret letter. However, if you do use a secret letter, you can actually get secret letter clues as well to help you buy more of these. Now, how many secret letter clues does it cost to buy a secret letter for a character? Well, if you go to the shop, you can actually just buy them with the secret letter clues outright, and it will be about 10 per character secret letter. So realistically, if you're trying to unlock a character, you're probably going to need to buy quite a few of these, but these will come naturally. But don't be afraid of the amount of secret letter clues you'll need, because you don't just get them from commissions, you get them from other ways as well. Every single day, if you do daily login, you can get up to 15 secret letter clues by playing the game. This is 1, 3, 6, 10, 15 secret letter clues, so you can guarantee 1 secret letter without even having to spam commissions or anything like that. So this game allows you to play at your own pace. There's no stamina limit. You can just farm these all day if you want, or you can just log in, play for 10 minutes a day, get the secret letter clues, and log out if you prefer. It's all up to you and how you want to play the game. They've given you that creative freedom. On top of that, you can get secret letter clues from the beginner's guide, and you can get a weapon, and there will just be different ways for you to progress, check off these boxes, and unlock some materials in the meantime. Once you have 30 of the shards, you can craft characters here. The same thing applies to weapons. For example, if I go over to your 2 commissions, I go to covert commissions, I go to weapon, I choose escort, select a secret letter, I can choose any of these secret letters for a chance to obtain weapon parts. There are multiple parts that you will need for each weapon, and you will need the blueprints, so it'll take a while. However, this can all be grinded for, and the weapon parts are quite a bit easier to get. Once you have all the parts you need for a weapon, you can go over here, and if you have that weapon blueprint, it'll show up on this list somewhere. You can start forging it. It'll take a certain amount of time, and once it's forged, you'll be able to pick it up and use it just like you want. However, this game did keep some ideas that gacha games typically have, which is the weapon refinements and the character copies. So once you get your favorite character, if you want to make them even stronger than someone else's version of that character, maybe everyone just gets 1 copy, right? Well, you can actually continue to farm them, and every 30 more shards you get, you will unlock what is the equivalent to gacha game character copies, where they will all just add extra power levels to everything that you do. So if you really like a character and you really want to max them out, you can do that by grinding them even more. The same thing applies to weapons. You can smelt those weapons, which I've already crafted 2 more of these guys, so I've been able to smelt it twice. And just for reference, you guys, I did actually feed a smelt level 1 into a smelt level 0, and it gave me 2 smelt levels. So if you actually smelt one of these weapons to max and then take a smelt level 0 version and smelt the level 5 maxed out one into the level 0, the level 0 will become smelt level 5. So no resources wasted there, which is super dope. But essentially, guys, that is what you have to expect for the grind in this game. There are many other ways I did not discuss to get the character clues, and those will just be by naturally playing the game. You will unlock a lot of the secret letter clues that will allow you to unlock unlock more and more characters. So to be honest, this is exactly what I was looking for in a game. I really love this idea of like, wow, you can just play as much as you want and however long you play will be completely rewarded. Now, for those of us who don't want to grind, there is an option to just buy the characters. You guys can go over to items, thoughts down here, and you can spend a premium currency on these guys. This is a pay to only currency. You can just buy the shards up if you want. To max out a character, it gets pretty dang expensive if you want to just buy all of their shards, but it's still not nearly as expensive if it's a gacha game character. If you max out a character, I want to say it's close to like 300 bucks, but that's just off the top of my head. Versus a gacha game, you're spending like $2,000 to max a character, right? Do the same thing with weapons. If you just want to buy the weapon straight up, you can do that. So the option is still there for those of us who don't want to spend the time, and it's actually better than gacha in that regard because you can just straight up buy the character for significantly less money than it would cost you if it was a gacha system, which I'm a really big fan of. But me personally, I will be spending on cosmetics, probably not spending on the characters, just because that is the gameplay, right? Like I can unlock characters. I want to spend time grinding them out. You know, I think that's the fun part, especially when you're playing with friends. Now, while we're in the store, we might as well talk about this, and then I'll talk about character progression a little bit. There are cosmetics that you can get with a currency that you get from the gacha banners. So if you pull on the skin banner and things like that, and you don't end up getting the skin, that's fine. You'll get a currency that you can spend on other things as well, other cosmetics. You can see them all in the shop. You can buy glasses, weapon manuals, cat ears, things like that, right? So there are lots of things you can buy here. You can also get more pulls. The only thing is I haven't really figured out how to get any gacha based currency in this. So it's possible that it could be paid only gacha. So maybe they'll give out like pulls and events and stuff, but I would imagine that this is mostly going to be how they get their income for the game. So that way they're able to do more updates and things of the like. So with that said, you know, the cosmetics, I actually think they're really well done in this game. However, I do think they're locked to spending only. Again, I don't think it's that big of a deal because they removed power-based gacha for this. So now the game is more playable than ever, which is great. But as of right now, I do think it might be a spender-only gacha. So keep that in mind. But anyways, I guess now's a pretty good time to talk more about the character progression then, because I've told you guys how to get characters, I've told you how to get weapons, and I showed the demon wedges part, but I actually want to show you more in depth what demon wedges actually are. So demon wedges are essentially how you improve your character and make them do more damage or have bigger skill range or things like that. You're basically modding your character, modifying them in a way that makes them even stronger than before. Now, each demon wedge actually has its own level associated with it that you can level up by spending a currency that you can earn or farm in game, and that will increase these stats. So you can see attack goes to 48 from 8%, which is crazy. But then once they are max level, which appears to be +5, you can amplify them even further by giving them a copy of that same demon wedge. So if I take this impetus focus here and I want to improve it even further beyond the +5, I can put this into it. It's going to increase the crit chance in the attack even further than before, and it's going to make it require more tolerance to use. Now, you have a limit on how much you can actually equip at once. Each one will cost a certain amount of tolerance. If you want to lower the amount of tolerance something is taking, you can adjust the slot's track. So for example, this has a diamond in it. So if I adjust the slot track by using one of these weapon track shift modules, it will make it cost less. Now my tolerance is down below what it was before, and I can actually equip more and stronger things to it. So now I'm gonna go ahead and amplify this, bringing it up even further than before, and it becomes even stronger. So in addition to leveling them up to +5, you can actually get copies of them up until a total of +10 here. And once they are +10, they're going to be even stronger than before. There are a lot of demon wedges. A lot of these guys you will get easily. A lot of them you will have to farm for the crafting materials to be able to make them. And once you get the blueprint and the crafting materials for them, you can start forging. I'm going to start forging it. It'll take 30 minutes. When that's all done, I will have another impetus focus. I can also speed up forging by using toy hammers, which I actually don't know where you get these. It looks like shop, so that's a shop currency thing, but you can also just wait 30 minutes. It's not that big of a deal. I'm just gonna speed it up for this video. Go ahead and claim it. And boom, I have another one. These demon wedges will be on your melee weapon, your ranged weapons, even your consonance weapon, which I believe is just a thing that specific characters have. Not every single character has a consonance weapon. Yeah, if I go down to the MC, they don't have one. This person doesn't have one. This person does have a consonance weapon. So even more progression to think about. And then after that, you guys, there are also Geniemons. Now, Geniemons are little creatures that you can go catch in the overworld. These are all collectible. They have different passive skills and different support skills. The cool part about these guys is that once you level them up, they're going to be more beneficial for you in their own stats. But on top of that, by ascending them, they will get even more stats. And on top of that, you can make them inherit traits by merging Geniemons. So you can take a Geniemon like this one. If you want to have even better farming, you can attach this frugal, increases loot drop rate by 15%. You can do support skill cooldown down. You can also do things like attack up, which is going to be crazy. Let's just do the attack one. Let's just go hit confirm there, and we will unlock the trait of plus 8% attack into this Geniemon. So now I'm getting even more benefits here. There are tons of different traits in the game, and you will want to collect the higher rarities of these to max out your Geniemon. There are so many different Geniemons to collect. They all have different effects and benefit different characters and different elements, and it's going to give you a lot to think about when you're building these characters up. So I'm just really stoked to be able to grind this out with you guys. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm also going to equip this aura because it's time to aura farm. Like with other games, you do have character skill level progression, stuff like that. These are all things that you can farm as well. So remember, guys, there's no daily caps on this. There's no limits. You can just go. You can just do the thing. You can progress your characters freely. They really want to just let you play the game, which is so awesome. One of the other things is that each character will get bonuses with specific types. They have a specific weapon proficiency. For example, Veronica's proficiencies are with sword and dual pistols. So what benefits her the most is go over to my melee weapons. I want to go down to like swords, and I want to pick out a sword that I think is going to work with her. If you guys are ever unsure on what to pick, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm going to help you guys out with gearing all these characters, making guides and stuff like that. I gave her this sword because it actually has a range increase for my attacks, and when I land a crit, I have a % chance to restore sanity, which is our energy, which allows me to spam my skill. Editor, if you want to just roll the footage real quick. Anyways, that's a lot of fun. And for her ranged weapon, she wants dual pistols, so I'll just go pick a dual pistol to use. Maybe skill duration could be fun. Crit chance could be awesome as well. But I'll take the skill duration for now. We'll use that one. Now I have this, and I can just spam this, especially if there's tons of enemies around. Before I talk about the social aspects of the game, there's also some other things they added. So you have the ability to go through character stories and get to know the characters a little bit better. They will also reward you with secret letter clues, which can help you unlock even more characters. But it just adds a little bit of content to the game to help you get to know the cast a little bit better, and I like it a lot. It's up in this leisure tab, or the ripples of talk tab. There's also recommendations for what you should be building on each character here, but you don't have to follow these, and it's likely that some things will not be as they appear here. So again, just subscribe if you guys want to know more about this game. Follow on Twitch if you have questions, or if you want to just come hang out with a community full of awesome people who want to grind out an awesome game. Keep in mind, guys, the commissions in this game aren't the only thing in the game. There's also boss fights, which can unlock certain characters for you and have certain materials. There's going to be events with challenging content, and there are also, on top of that, endgame contents that are very challenging. However, I have not unlocked that on this account. So as much as I would love to show you guys, I can't yet. You'll just have to stay tuned, but you can unlock characters and other weapons and things like that in the end game or late game content as well. Now, lastly, what I want to show you guys Dude, it's so good. It's just so much better than it was previously. They did also enhance the movement a little bit, but I think that you're gonna get most of the movement enhancement from doing things like demon wedges and Geniemons and stuff, so it can get better. I think one of my favorite things about this game is that just so much of it can change based on what you're willing to invest into your characters. Like, the more effort you put in, the more time you put into these characters, the better results you're gonna get, and it is drastically different. You will see people who put the time and effort into their characters versus the people that don't, and it's going to be a pretty big difference. And the best part is the people that don't put as much in always have the opportunity to put more in. You don't have to use money. You can just play the game. And I love it, guys. It makes me so excited. It makes me so happy. Just as an example, like, my Veronica has like attack speed, like ridiculous amount of attack speed, so she just like swings super fast. But if I unequip the demon wedges, she's not going to attack as quickly. It's just not going to happen. But because I don't know, I have a jacked Veronica because I like her a lot. I think she's one of my favorite characters in this game right now. But anyways, okay, I got a little distracted there. Let's talk about social stuff. So there's certain areas of the game that are co-op and certain areas that are not. For example, if I go to the town square here, I'll actually be able to see other players who are in the town square. It says you're in a co-op area. So if there are other people in the town town square just walking around, you can just see other people playing the game, which is so cool, honestly. On top of that, there is a sort of open world matchmaking that happens. If you go look in your settings and you go over to miscellaneous, you can auto match in co-op areas. This will basically choose whether or not you want to see other players in your game, or if you want to choose it to have it be a single player game. You can also auto hide non-party players. So if you're in a party with players, you can turn off the other players so you don't see them. Also, you turn on immersive mode, which is just, it's just the character and no menus or anything like that. You can still play too. There's no, it doesn't take anything away from you. You just don't have your UI. Overall, you guys, I cannot even begin to explain to you how excited I am to play this game. They really did change everything. It's not even a joke. It's just a live service anime game. It has a gacha for cosmetics, but who cares? You can play the entire game for free, right? You can level, you can get all the characters, you can level them all up to max, you can get max copies of every character, you can get every single weapon in the game, you can get every single weapon max copies, you can collect all the Geniemons, you can enhance all the Geniemons, you can enhance your characters' weapons, you can organize parties. I haven't even told you guys about the tactical backpack, but yeah, you can have other characters on field assisting you at the same time. Like, this is just, it's so fun, you guys, and especially if you have friends to play with, it's a great time. If you guys are looking for a community of people to play this game with, my Discord is always open. Feel free to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Come follow on Twitch. We're gonna have a lot of people there hanging out with us and running missions. If you guys ever want to grind things out, you can do so. Is there another player here in front of me? Oh my God, there's another player. Oh my gosh, wait, what are the odds? This is so funny. Hello. Other Beretica who is using the, well, I think they're using the same weapon, but they don't have the skin on it. Who are you? You can add them. You can invite them to your team. You can view their profile. They can show off their characters. They can show off their progression. Oh my goodness. Wait, that's so sick. I'm so glad I ran into someone. What? What did that? How did they do that? Is there like, do I have emotes somewhere? Do I just not? I don't know the buttons, I think. Damn, wait, what a flex. I'm kind of jealous. Okay, all right. I don't know who you are, but that's a banger. That's sick. All right, well, anyways, while this person's just flexing over here, I'm gonna go and wrap up the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys are excited, let me know in the comments down below. Again, community is always open. I'm so stoked for Duet Night Abyss. Subscribe for more content, and I'll catch you guys next time.